Hey, that's got the information. Possible suspect has been several stolen autos in the area. Just left JT Penny, 17610 East 39th Street. It's a green Jeep.
Hello, my name is Joe Gallo. I'm a deputy chief with the Champaign Police Department.
Because if you take it out on somebody else, you still causing the problem.
Armand, we talked about having a positive attitude, and we talked about your coach. And
I've always thought about mentoring, but I started mentoring because I thought it was a good opportunity to get involved with youth that needed some support and assistance.
that's right. And it's all because of what?
Because you have a positive.
I first started talking about mentoring, I was really concerned about how it would fit into my schedule. A lot of meetings, a lot of conflict. Something may come up in the middle of the day and I can't make it. So I set a standard time. Wednesdays at 11:45 is when I see my young men. And if I can't make it, I send an email to the teachers, letting them know to tell my three boys that I'm not going to be able to make it. But I make a point to find time later in that week that fits into the teacher's schedule. And what I found is they're very forgiving. There's been several times where I just couldn't make it, and the teachers let them know. And then when I do show up, whether it's on Thursday or Friday, they're just happy to see me there. So it's been challenging at times because of my schedule, but I'm able to. You just have to set aside time, and it's really, you're not talking a huge commitment. I'm there 45 minutes a week, and it's certainly not that difficult to find 45 minutes a week.
All right, gentlemen, why am I here?
To take care of business.
And what is the business?
Wisdom.
Okay, let's get busy.
When I walk in, the boys, you can see the excitement on their face, and I truly think they look forward to spending time with me. But I think they see Mr. Gallo. When I first started mentoring, I wasn't wearing the uniform. I was in plain clothes, and then a few months later, I came every day in a uniform. So they see a police officer, but they really see Mr. Gallo. That's what they call me, and they see me as a person. I'm enjoying three boys at the same time because it gives them an opportunity to interact and to talk to each other while at the same time talking to me about problems or concerns that they're having. My boys are wonderful. I've met two of the parents. I met one recently. She was bringing lunch in for her son, and she was just so happy to see that her son had a mentor, and was very appreciative. So that was a good interaction with the parents as well.
Misdirected anger can lead it just means that basically you're mad at somebody who didn't do something to you.
Right, Armarion made you mad, but you take it out on Hill.
Prevention is so important because if you can have this impact on the kids while they're young, and you can have an impression on them, they'll carry those traits and values with them for the rest of their lives. The book starts off with how to interact and meet people for the first time, how to shake somebody's hand and look them in the eye. And what's interesting is every time that I show up to meet my three young men, they come up and shake my hand, look me in the eye, and say hello. And so just little things like that. And you know that when they meet somebody else, they're doing the same thing because you're teaching them how to interact and how to be young adults. I think there's a lack of respect from a number of youth towards authority in general, whether that's parents, teachers, police. And if we don't teach and share with them, how to interact with authority, with adults, if we don't teach them how to respect one another and authority, I think that trend will continue. And by taking a step, and it may only be three young men, but if we can interact and share values and wisdom with the youth, I think that we may see that trend shift. There may be officers or people out there that don't feel it's our job to mentor. We do enough social interaction with the public when we're responding for calls for service. And I would argue that we have a great opportunity to get involved in our schools and with our young adults in our community in a less threatening environment, in a more informal setting. And I really realized that after we started our school resource officer program and walking with some of the SROs in the building, seeing the interaction, the positive relationships that they were building. They're there every day, so they have that opportunity. But certainly, we could expand that and have, patrol officers or officers like myself coming in and talking to not only the 3 students that you're mentoring, but the interactions that you can have, whether it's on the playground or in the hallway with the other students in the building. Reading the book, Talks My Father Never Had with Me, there's just some great points in there that some of us take for granted because our parents, instilled these values, and that's not always the case. And having the opportunity to sit down and really make sure that your 3 young men or young ladies, for that matter, get the opportunity to have those values taught to them, I think is really important. I would encourage anybody that's on the fence or even considering the idea to just jump in and do it. It's very rewarding, and I'm very glad that I started last year with my 3rd graders. This year they're 4th graders, and I fully intend to get them through high school.